but just know that something exciting is coming, and I know you guys are gonna be pumped about it. So yeah. You guys, oh my God, I am literally sitting at my house right now, 6 years later. Like, I have so much to say. Okay, so where do I begin? I am making an extremely informal return to YouTube, and I have not posted in years. So if you're new here, my name's McLean. If you're not new here, what's going on? Thanks for clicking on this video. Like, a lot of the reason that I want to make a YouTube video is because I am really sick of short form content. And I think maybe we could all agree on that. Like, all of our attention spans are just so short these days. Like, truly, I don't think I can even like cover everything I want to say in this first video. But what I first want to say is that I am making dinner right now, and I started to think about my old YouTube videos and how embarrassed I was of them, and I still am, and that's why they've been privated for years. But I honestly, I've never even looked at them myself and like let myself feel my own humility. Like, it's one thing letting other people see it, but I don't even want to see it myself because I don't want to like accept the cringe versions of myself. But if there's anything I've learned as I've gotten older, it's that I'll look at pictures of myself like a month ago in my camera roll or something that I posted a couple weeks ago, and I kind of judge myself and I'm just like, ugh. So moral of the story is there's always going to be something to look back on and cringe about. But I love myself so much, and I know that I, in this current moment, am jiving with everything that I'm doing. So I'm just gonna post, and I'll probably look back on this very video and cringe someday, but whatever. I also really just feel like personal documentation is so cool, and I've been on social media for so many years. I don't know, I almost feel like if I am gonna kind of make this comeback, I need to really reintroduce myself and go all the way back for at least a little bit of context. So, like I said, my name is McLean Farrell. I'm from upstate New York. I am currently 29 years old. I went to the University of Alabama for college, and when I went into college, I had a little following, maybe 5,000 Instagram followers, nothing crazy. Mind you, this was in 2014. And I went into college just kind of, oh, wait, hold on. Yum. I'm gonna let those cool for a second. But basically, when I went into college, social media was not what it is today. Jesus, not at all. I joined a sorority. I had the college experience of a lifetime. And at that time, there was this crazy perfect storm of just me being able to grow my following. And truly, it was so unintentional. I didn't even know what that meant. All I knew was people were following me and they were watching what I was doing with my life. And my life was super fun. And I'm actually super proud to say that 6 years later, it feels like it's only getting more and more fun. But again, we got to get into a lot. We've got a lot to cover. I kind of gained this like social media influencer reputation before it was a thing to do so. And it's crazy because I don't know, anyone that's watching this right now, unless you live under a rock, you know that like social media it's literally everything. So all that to say is, while I was in college, I gained such a following that I ended up turning it into like my career. I didn't know what I was gonna do with my life all of college, but I was simultaneously growing this following where people were just genuinely like interested in my life and like liked my fashion recommendations, and I was entertaining. I mean, I was getting hammered. I was going to college football games. I was traveling. I was getting sent free stuff from brands, and now that's like super normal, but it just wasn't. It was all so new, and that's the coolest, weirdest thing ever to be able to say that in such a short amount of time, this is all in less than 10 years, that the social media landscape and just the internet in general has fucking exploded. And it's getting to a point where I'm just so scared. I mean, the AI of it all, like, things are growing fast. And again, that's probably a whole nother conversation. But back to me. In the video that I was just showing you guys, I had just moved back home after college. I was in college from 2014 to 2018. Moved back to my hometown, upstate New York. It's a place called Binghamton, in May of 2018. And then for a good 6 months or so, I kind of was just like working at my dad's office, helping him be a dental assistant, which was a complete side quest, and working at a boutique. The girl that owned the boutique, shout out Desiree, she asked me to work there because, again, I gained this reputation in college where I was just like this fashion influencer girly. My fashion wasn't even like high fashion. It was freaking TJ Maxx Forever 21. And I literally am like so proud of that. So I did that, and I'm like literally emotional, not like cry emotional, but I'm more like, oh my God, life is insane emotional, because this video is called Life Update. And little me is saying that I wanted to move to California, specifically Los Angeles. I am in Los Angeles right now, and I've lived here for 6 years. Like essentially I moved 1 year after this video was filmed because I moved October 18th, 2019. So literally 1 year after I filmed this video, I did do what I wanted to do and I moved to Los Angeles. But one of the biggest things that I also did that has awarded me a home in Los Angeles by myself, might I add, is I started a goddamn online boutique. And that boutique is called Vivacious. And that fucking decision changed my life. It changed the trajectory of my life. Guys, let me tell you about Vivacious. So I started this online boutique completely thinking it was gonna be like a side hustle. I don't know. I started it just being like, okay, so like all through college, people were, taking my fashion recommendations. Like brands would send me clothes. Once I hit like 10K followers, brands started reaching out to me. And I was like, oh my God, like you wanna send me free stuff? Are you fucking kidding? I'm like, yeah, please. So I'm getting free stuff. I'm in a sorority. I'm partying. I'm socializing. I'm literally at one of the most fun colleges. I'm in the South. It's warm. I just can't believe this. I'm literally like, I've never like just out loud talked about like what's happened in the last couple of years. And it's pretty cool. And I know that there's some of you who have literally been following along this entire time, which is why it's even cooler because I'm not famous. I'm not anybody. Like I have a small following, but like I'm just some random girl that literally somehow followed her dreams to exactly this moment. Back to going on course, which again, this is probably so all over the place, but I genuinely just feel that I've been wanting to do this for a while. And the only place that I can start is by just doing something like this, where I'm just kind of word vomiting. So hopefully you guys can stick with me throughout this. By the end of college, I had about 50,000 Instagram followers, which is so funny because if you go look at my following right now, I'm in like the 30,000 range, the low 30s. And luckily I've stayed where I'm at for years, but I have not grown. I have steadily lost, which is another thing we can get into, but again, not right now. I was getting feedback from these brands being like, oh my God, like we sold out of everything that you posted for. We gained so many followers. And I'm like, oh, period. Like, I'm happy to hear that. Thanks for the free stuff. Like, I didn't really understand that side of it. Like, I didn't understand the business side of it because again, it was also new. Now, obviously, if you're watching this right now, you know, like even myself, I'm so freaking sick of being sold on things everywhere I turn. And I might even be a part of that problem. Like, again, maybe that's a whole different conversation, but life is just so crazy right now and so much has changed. 2 girls in my sorority in a matter of like a week or two, randomly unrelated to each other, they were like, you should start like an online business. You should start like your own online boutique or your own online like jewelry company. And that like really stuck with me because I was just like, like that's kind of fair. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life and I'm graduation's coming. All of my closest friends and just anybody, because it's fucking college, everyone's going to career fairs. They're spending their weekends wisely. They are driving to Atlanta from Alabama to go take interviews. Like they are setting themselves up to have a job when they graduate. But something fucking deep. One of my friends is trying to call me. Can't talk right now. I'm very busy. I'm making a comeback to YouTube. Okay, back to what I was saying. I had no idea what I was gonna do after graduation and it scared me, but I had this like deep feeling of like, I am not taking the traditional route. I refuse to get like a 9-to-5 or just like a normal office job. And a lot of that had to do with the fact that I had an internship my summer of going into senior year where I lived in Atlanta, Georgia, lived with my aunt and uncle and my 2 cousins. Shout out Ellie, Aaron, Uncle Brian, Aunt Sherry Ann. Literally the fondest memories. I loved it. I had such a good time. But that internship proved to me like, oh, this is not the like route that I'm trying to take in life. And I felt that I was just like destined for more than that, but I didn't know what in the world that entailed. So I graduate college, I decide, hey, I am gonna do that. I am gonna start an online boutique. I've always had like a little passion for fashion. I never thought I'd work in fashion. I never thought I'd have my own business. I didn't even know what the hell that meant. I didn't even know that could be possible. I had a background in like marketing, but the whole time I went through college, my goal was to just get the degree. It really I wasn't feeling like I was absorbing anything that I was learning. And I definitely feel like I got more out of college, like culturing myself than I did like actually educationally or like academically. And I just remember like taking social media classes and I dead ass remember one of the things like on the PowerPoint being like, how many characters is in a tweet? Just ridiculous things that are just, I felt like I knew more. Like I felt like I knew more than my professors because social media was so new. All this to say, I moved back home to Binghamton, New York after I graduated. I started working on this secret project. I decided that I wanted to take the summer to just, work my little side gigs, spend time with my family, enjoy my time off of college because it was such a privilege to move back home and not have to dive right into a job and like have a family that's opening their doors to me to go live there and not have to pay rent right away. And just to like give me time and give me grace to figure things out. Now, by no means was my dad just like, oh, whatever. Like the whole time he was kind of like, so like, what can I help you do? Like, can I find you a headhunter who's gonna like help you find a job? And like, what direction can I point you in? And there was never, ever, ever a single person around me or in my life that I was looking at that I was like, that's the job I want. Literally never. Which all just really does always make me feel like I followed the path that I was really truly meant to be on, because I just didn't know what it was inside of me that was telling me like, don't take the traditional route, but I just kept following it. And I just didn't really overthink it. I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna start this online boutique. I'm gonna start this side hustle. And I decided to name it Vivacious. I could probably make a whole different video on deep diving all things Vivacious. I actually have a YouTube video posted. I think it's one of the only ones that I left up, and it's literally like my journey opening an online boutique, which feel free to go watch it. I have not even glanced at my YouTube page in 4 years maybe, and I genuinely always wanted to come back to it. But a lot of my excuses, which is super funny, but when I just decided to watch this video, because I just remember having a video called Life Update, and I kind of remembered some of the things that I was saying in it. I start out the video by blabbing and blabbing on about how my laptop storage is full. I don't even know why. I don't even know if I had this camera at the time. I, for years, have been like, yeah, no, I can't make YouTube videos because my camera's broken. It just has like some issue where it just says that there's no memory card in it, even though there is, which again, I think I can fix it. Depending on how I feel about this video, I will fix it, and then I'll probably get better quality videos. But another thing about the year that I'm in, 2025, iPhones, probably the same quality as that damn camera. That's why I'm not really scared to be using this iPhone right now. I also just don't care about the quality of the video. It's the content of the video, it's not the quality. I also don't care what I look like right now. I mean, I'm not saying I look bad, but I definitely didn't get ready for this video. I actually just finished working. It's 9:10 p.m. and I don't feel cute in any way, but I feel very truly me. And I feel this is a very, very authentic, normal day in my life, normal hour in my life. 9 o'clock, I'm making my dinner. I eat late every night because of my job, which again, I'll get into more of that. But I don't know. I just kind of wanted to say that. I just wanted to get this camera going and just spit words out and just kind of go from there, get the ball rolling basically. So I started this boutique. I hyped it up on social media where I was just like, I'm working on a secret project. I even mentioned it in that video. And I was telling my followers on November 1st, I'm going to announce my secret project that I've been working on. And my engagement was so good back then. It's fucking crazy because I look back, I have old screenshots, and I just remember my Instagram story views, you guys, I would get 18,000 story views on average. Babe, the last probably 4 or 5 years, on a good day, I'll get like 4,000 views, but that's like a really good day. On average, I feel like I get 1,500 story views on Instagram. My engagement was insane. And now that I'm like so deep into owning a business and like running a whole entire career through social media, I realize how valuable 18,000 viewers is. I mean, no shit, but it's like, it's just insane that back then I didn't even realize the magnitude of how locked in people were to following me. And again, veering off, but on November 1st, actually funny story, remember I woke up hungover as shit at my friend Chana's house or her apartment, and I was like, shit, I gotta go home and like get ready and announce my secret project. I've always been a very type B person. I'm extremely chill. And I remember like getting home and in the nick of time, because I even said like I'm gonna announce it at like noon or something, and I just remember like sprinting home, getting home, whipping together, like I put on some crazy quick outfit, and I just hopped on Instagram. And I was like, guys, I'm starting an online boutique. And I was like, follow it. And I tagged Vivacious Fashion. And I remember gaining like 5,000 followers that day. That's a lot. That's a lot of freaking followers. And I remember thinking, okay, like I'm going to try to grow this shit. I was like, I'm going to launch on December 1st. And in this next month, I'm going to be teasing new arrivals or my first drop. And I just want to grow this account. And I literally got it to like 10K in that month. 10,000 followers. That's insane. I mean, I'm just like, now I'm like, dude, I can't freaking grow my social media to save my life. And I gained 10,000 followers by just simply asking. I was like, can you guys follow this account? This is my new endeavor. And everybody did. And from there, I launched December 1st, 2018, a day that I will never forget. Truly one of the most transformative days of my entire life. I can see it now. And again, go back and watch that YouTube video that I made that was like me launching an online boutique, because it wasn't even like a vlog. It was really just me kind of like grabbing my camera and recording monumental moments, getting my business registered, going and opening up a bank account. The first day a box of inventory arrived at my door at my dad's house. My Vistaprint order coming in for the first time of my tags and my stickers, which I still to this day use. Again, I'm type B. I really need to rebrand, but again, we'll get into that in a different video. So I launched, and that day I sold out of almost everything. I didn't have tons and tons of stuff, but I had like 12 items, and I hyped my business up enough where there was demand. And the whole reason I started the business was because I did feel that I already had demand, And I feel like a big thing when it comes to starting a business is obviously demand. So I had the leg up there, but I'm not even trying to get into all that, but I am really just trying to catch you guys up to where I am right now. So I start this boutique. My dream was to move to Los Angeles, California. It was just my dream. I didn't want to move to New York City, which is it's a city of some people's dreams, but it was not mine. Teeter-tottered at certain times. I'm like, yeah, maybe I should just move to New York, stay closer to family, stay on the East Coast. And then I would just go back to like that deep, deep feeling inside of me. And I'd be like, no, like if I move anywhere, like I'm moving to Los Angeles, California. I remember my dad being like, what about Philly? I'm like, Philly? What the fuck? I'm moving to Los Angeles if I move. And I didn't even know. Like I still to this day tell people that I think I lived here in a past life, because what in the world was pulling me here so strongly? And let me tell you, I'm living my dream. I've lived in Los Angeles for 6 years now. And I, every day, am like, I freaking love it here. I cannot believe I live here. I am so blessed. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy that I moved here. So again, I'm veering off a bit, but I launched December 1st, 2018. And I didn't even make it a full year of living in my hometown running my business before I was like, I gotta get out of here. I moved in October. So 11 months later, basically, or like 10 months later after starting my business. The whole time I was saving up money, there was actually a first couple months of my business where I was like, I ain't ever gonna make $1 off this thing, because I would make money selling the things that I was selling, and I would sell out of stuff, but then I would use every single dime of that money to go buy more inventory to have my next drop. And that's kind of just like what I learned about starting a business, is that it takes a long time to be profitable, or at least in my case. And I always talk about how I wish I could find this screenshot from texting one of my best friends, Taylor, and being like, I don't know how I'm gonna have to like tell my followers that like I'm closing this business down just after 4 months. And I was like, I'm so embarrassed, but like I'll never make money off of this. And I'm not doing this just for the fun of it. Like I'm doing this because I want to make money. I'm not scared to say that. I was a poor post-grad college student. And I don't really know what changed. I think I kind of just had a lot of people telling me don't give up. So shout out Taylor, shout out my family, shout out my supporters. Because I didn't give up, and I literally just kept chugging along. And I feel like obviously the huge thing to acknowledge is the fact that I was living at home rent-free. People ask me all the time, like, you know, how did you do it? And I'm like, some people can't graduate college or even go to college in the first place, but can't graduate college, move back home and live with their parents for free. Like some people, reality hits way sooner and way harder in their circumstances that I luckily like didn't have. So it allowed me, and like I'm forever grateful, and I will never not acknowledge that I had like a leg up. But I worked my ass off to get to where I'm at right now, and that is undeniable. Like consistent queen, and I'm really proud of myself. But 100% so blessed to have been able to like have the grace to do it the way that I did, basically. Just want to acknowledge that. And I remember getting close to September, and I was like, I'm fed up. Like I remember crying a lot in my hometown, being like, I'm so bored. I'm pretty like lonely, but I was feeling a lot of like, my life's really boring post-grad, where I used to have this crazy entertaining life where people were following me on social media because of how fun my life was. And then I just kind of felt like I like went 100 miles an hour into a brick wall where everything just stopped when I moved back home. Like, yes, I started a business, but I wasn't going out anymore. I just wasn't really feeling like the spark of like continuing on my social media journey living in Binghamton, New York. I moved to Los Angeles October 18th, 2019. I was in a relationship at the time, which I don't even know. I guess that's worth acknowledging, because in this video, I'm saying how I'm single as fuck, and how I was like, I'm probably gonna be single for a long time because like I'm not gonna meet somebody in Binghamton. And crazy enough, I ended up meeting somebody like through social media, which felt very fitting at the time because I was like Mrs. Instagram, and I like met my man at the time through Instagram. We had mutuals. It wasn't some complete rando, but like we ended up doing long distance when we first started talking, because I was always like, oh, I'm gonna move to LA, and that's where he lived. And I was always like, oh, this is actually like a doable thing, because like I'm planning to move to LA. And I feel like when I moved to LA, there was a lot of like thoughts of people being like, is she moving to LA for this man? And I was always kind of glad that I put that video out, and that I had sprinkled things here and there on social media being like, I want to move to LA. Not that it matters to anyone, but you know, just for the record, I didn't move to LA for a man, but that man definitely motivated me to move sooner. And for that, I'm grateful. But I moved out here, and then I was out here for a little while, a couple months, before a little thing called COVID-19 hit. Which I don't really feel I need to recap much of that, because you were all there. I know you were there. Good Lord. Like, wow, so much has happened in the last 6 years. This is like fun. I'm genuinely having fun. You guys, I made dinner and it's just sitting. I guess YouTube is like, you know, let me bring y'all along with me. I mean, I'll do a whole little house tour video at some point, but I just made my HelloFresh. You know, it's usually for 2 people, but I always eat it by myself. Sometimes I'll crush the whole meal like by myself, like in one sitting. Other times I'll have like leftovers and I'll eat it for lunch the next day. But again, that's not really important. Hold on, let me make myself a plate. I feel like I should probably do that. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I'll bring you guys with me. I don't know. I need to get reacclimated to the YouTube scene. And sorry if I say a lot. Obviously, that's not my intention for you guys to have to hear. This is such a good flatbread. I used to work at a pizza place and we would cut the pizzas with scissors. Shout out Nurgie's Pizza. And every time I do this, people like laugh, but I'm like, what do you mean? Like, this is the most efficient way to do it. So don't hate. Don't knock it till you try it, y'all. Okay, so I moved to LA. I literally followed my dreams. It's crazy to say that I followed my dreams because I genuinely did. And I think about this all the time where I'm like, I feel like Disney Channel, you'd grow up, there would be those little interviews of like Miley Cyrus and all those famous people at the time. And they'd be like, follow your dreams. And that kind of can feel meaningless at the time because it's so generic. It's like, follow your dreams. Yeah, no shit. But like, I actually followed my dreams and like, I have my dream life and I did like everything that I wanted to do. And I'm still growing. We haven't gotten into all of the negatives and the flaws and the stuff that I'm battling, but not in the first video. I mean, I'm already at 28 minutes. Holy shit. Am I going to post this whole thing? I don't know. Maybe I'll wrap it up shortly. I'm in a place where, I don't know, things feel really weird with me through social media. I have this like following and I'm very, very much so online. And I know, like the girlies that are watching this or the people that are watching this that, you know, if you know, you know. I have a relationship with a lot of you guys and I freaking love you guys. And again, that's honestly for another video. Like there's so much to talk about. But I feel like where I'm at right now in life is like feeling very burnt out with social media in general. And I feel like I really like turn a blind eye to YouTube. And I used to watch YouTube videos all the time. And I think it has a lot to do with like, one, I'm busy. I don't know. I don't really sit and watch like the long form content I used to watch. But I also just feel like I'm so used to TikTok and like no video over a minute long is going to keep someone's attention anymore because who has a minute to watch when they could keep scrolling and watch something that's way more entertaining that's 13 seconds long. Like social media is crazy. Instagram is the worst. I get so discouraged on there every day and I feel like I don't even know who's watching. And I care so much about who's consuming the things that I'm putting out because where we're at in life is like scary. Like, I don't know, there's so much good, but there's also like a lot of bad and a lot of like scary real shit going on. And I think like super deeply about like what the rest of my life looks like. And one, I really love just personal documentation and being able to like look back on things that I tell myself I'll remember, but I really won't. Like even watching that video, I was like, my God, like I remembered this video, but I don't remember the way that I used to do my concealer, which, hello, what the hell? I don't even remember wearing concealer the way that I used to wear it. I was literally putting it everywhere. I was like, holy shit, okay. But yeah, I just kind of like want to like feel a little bit more connected to an audience. And I do feel that like I am a very positive, happy person. I truly do not struggle with like anxiety or depression. I feel like I'm really just like blessed and on such like a good path in life that I feel like I could be a role model. And I also just feel that I have a life that's kind of like, I'm not saying, you know, you have to have an entertaining life to share it, but I feel that I have like a lot of time on my hands alone where I could put videos out there that people might care to watch. And I really want to try to like get away from posting such short form content that I forget about. Like I'll spend a whole day editing like a video and trying to get it as short as possible and cram my entire day into like a minute or less. And then I'll post it and then I'll just move on with my life and like never think about it again. And I just feel like YouTube's a little bit more intentional and yeah. So that's kind of why I'm back on here. And I don't know, I'm also not gonna like set some really strict schedule. Like I kind of just want to like not put pressure on it and just record when I want to record. Like I'm not saying I'm gonna become some like vlogger. I more just feel like I have a lot of time to just like share my thoughts and share what I'm doing and maybe be there for somebody who is in a time period in life where they just kind of want to like click on something and I don't know. Whatever reason you're here right now. Thanks. Maybe you're just curious. Maybe you're like, what the hell's this girl up to? So much has changed in my life. I guess to round this all out, because like I really feel that this is so long and maybe you guys need to tell me like how long should YouTube videos be? Like I've seen people post like hour-long YouTube videos and like, you know, maybe I'm trying to find the people who are interested in that type of video. They won't all be this long, but I just know that YouTube's a safe space to put long form content. In the last 6 years, this business that I started blew up into something I could have never ever imagined. Financially, yes, but more than that, a crazy community. Like I have a community built around my brand that is like a big part of why I'm able to be so like stable and happy in my day-to-day, because I have a huge foundation of supporters. But I literally created a business that I just like I didn't even have the idea myself. People told me that I should start this business and I just did it. And I just kind of like let it take me and figured it out along the way. And I'm sitting in a home in Los Angeles, California that I live in by myself, like with my dog, which I have a dog that I literally like got through my sister. Shout out Wilbert. He gets scared when I cook, so he's like hiding in my room right now, but you guys will meet Wilbert at some point. I am so proud of where I'm at in life, and I think the irony in making this video right now is that I'm actually like not in the grand scheme of like Vivacious, my business. I'm in a pretty like low period right now, which I think is really, really cool, because even in like Vivacious's lowest, and it's not its lowest, I've had worse situations than what I'm in right now, but like I'm not booming right now. I'm really not booming. And I feel so good still about where I'm at. Like even if I'm stressed or like worried, I feel so confident in like my community that I have built around my brand, and the business that I have. Like it's so flawed, but it's what makes it vivacious. I don't know if this caught you guys up, but the spark notes of it all is that I'm 29 years old. I'm literally in the last year of my 20s. I have had the most amazing, like literal life so far, but I've had such amazing 20s. Like my 20s, I argue are like some of the greatest, like I argue I have one of the greatest lives of all time. And I'm not saying that my life has been perfect. Like I obviously have my shit. I have my sob stories and my sad struggles and trials and tribulations, but like I have so much to be grateful for, and I have so much fun. And like I made a promise to myself a long time ago to like have fun every day, and I do. Like I literally do. I have my days where I'm not like thriving, but like I am so happy and so blessed to be where I'm at. I still don't know if I have everything figured out. Actually, I know I don't. I know I don't. I don't know why I just said that, but like I just feel like I have a lot of fun stuff to share on here. I have so many good stories. I have so many things to say, and I just want to be on YouTube, okay? God forbid a girl wants to be on YouTube. It's so hot in my house. Like I need to turn the AC on. I've been talking to my phone for the last 45 minutes. Oh my God, my house is 80 degrees. Like, hello. I haven't eaten my food that's been done for literally the last 30 something minutes, but whatever. Like, I'm really, really happy that I'm doing this. I turned my camera on not knowing what the hell was gonna come from this, and I'm still like nervous to post this. Like it's really vulnerable posting a 36-minute video when I know for a fact like people's attention spans are short. My goal isn't to like shoot to the top of YouTube and like be some viral YouTuber. My goal is to just make videos that document my life, share things about myself that let you guys know me more. And I don't know, like I'm doing this for other people, but I'm really just doing this for myself. And this is just something that I want to do. And I don't really care who watches. I want to know who's following me, and like I don't know if this is like cheesy, but feel free to like comment and like let me know if you've been following me for a long time, if you're finding me from this video. I don't know, like let me know who you are if you want to, and let me know if you have questions, because I feel like maybe there's things that I left out. I obviously left a lot out. I mean, I'm single. I've been single for 3.5 years. I feel like this is maybe a good start. So I followed my dreams to Los Angeles, California, and we'll see where this takes me. I'm hoping I get some questions in the comments maybe to like bounce off of, but honestly, no. Like I don't want to put this pressure on you guys. I know I have things that I want to share, and I'm gonna just start sharing them as I please. So thank you for watching this literal 40-minute video. Like, who do I think I am? Like, if you literally made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. I don't know if I feel like embarrassed that I think I should be listened to for 40 minutes straight, but I guess on that note, now I'm just going back into other things, but like for my business, and the reason that I've been able to build a huge community is the last like 3-4 years, I've live streamed on TikTok for 4 to 6 hours per day, Monday through Friday. Doing that, like I talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. I have no shortage of things to talk about. And that's like a lot of the reason why I'm like, wait, I want to get on YouTube. Like I have so much to say and I want to put it in a place that doesn't expire. Okay, so should I end it here? I'm excited, but I also just wanted to kind of reintroduce myself, but also fill anybody in who maybe hasn't seen me since I was blonde. Because yeah, that's another thing. I'm brunette now. Back to my roots. All right, well, thank you guys for listening. I'm gonna eat my dinner, and I'm probably like cross-eyed through this whole video because the camera's up there, the holes to look into, but I've been like looking at myself because why not? Okay, bye.